Good morning. Crab salute. Happy Cancer season. Or Cancerian season, whichever way your mind needs to process it. Um, it was Father's Day. And a thought came to my mind. I'm eating breakfast, by the way, with some cold coffee. Something came to mind. I remember during an upset, more upset, because I don't want to say argument or whatever, during a back and forth between myself and my ex-husband. Um, I can remember him saying at one point in time, "You're just like your dad. You're just like your father." And before who I used to be, before who, before becoming who I am now, I was a different person. Can you believe it? But anyways, that was an insult back in those days. I was just tolerating my dad at the time. But I tell you, growing up military, tough, and with even tougher discipline. Okay, maybe we had reasons to be resentful. This coffee is just not gonna do. I'm gonna chug along right through it. But so the realization that just hit me, or the revelation, I should say, that just hit me is, he said that, but at that time I didn't realize he got a different level of access to my dad than I would get exposed to in those times. So he probably did see something that maybe got up underneath his skin whenever he interacted with my dad. And yeah, so now I'm like, but I've learned a lot from him. Lord, never thought I would ever be at this point in my life. And like, I upheld proudly, silently, that I was a military brat. Um, I mean, for the short time that I can remember, living overseas. Lord, what is going on right in here? What is this? Bo Bear, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I need to take another bite. A different, just, you could tell your life is different from people growing up military, running a military household. Your life is, it's just a different level of life. But yeah, to have a lot of similarities. I have a green thumb. It's not like his, because he knows his shit. But, for what I am able to do to maintain the plants that I have. I mean, I've had since either it's 13 years or 12 years. I've had a pothos that long. I mean, over the years, if I've had to trim it down. More recently, just a couple of days ago, I had to trim it down. It kind of hurt me to my heart a little bit, because the person that gave me that plant passed away. oh, a while ago now, and God, even he was, he was a mentor, and that was Paw. He passed away right before Father's Day. Um, God, I don't even remember, 2017 or 18. Shit, that's how long. And he would be just talking so bad about me because I wanted to be mediocre. He saw potential of greatness in me, and I just want to blend in. All right, fine, Papa. All right. But back on my dad, I've probably said this before about how I couldn't stand when we were little that um, dresses that he would buy us, they'd be, they always had flowers. And I'm just like, why do they have flowers? I can't stand flowers. I just realized that was just his way of making his little girls pretty. Put them in flowers. Literally, this robe that is tearing up. It's like it's been tearing up more and more lately. I'm just like, why? It was a Christmas gift. I got there first. So I was able to pick the robe I wanted. So this one was the only one that was really unique that stood out. The other one was bland. Okay, I'll take this one with pink roses. Okay. Literally, like I said, my new setup here, I have flowers hanging from my ceiling. I call it my floral chandelier. I freaking love it. Um, my youngest daughter's first bouquet of roses, they are dried and in a a vase. Um, I have, what are those, peonies? No, mums, pink mums, and a accent chair here. And I have a picture with a woman wearing flowers in her hair, which I need to set some time down to order the other pictures of women in flowers. Like, oh, it's so, y'all, it's so feminine here. Like, you have no idea. It just reeks of just, oh my God, a feminine woman lives here. Yeah, it's a vibe. But anyways, so, and that's, my dad, before we moved here, we lived in a house. And, I mean, they still live in the house now, but we lived in a house. And he grew his own garden of roses. And I'm just like, I want that. We would get the cow manure and help him put that in the garden. I'm just like, oh God, this stuff stinks. But the roses came up so beautiful. And that is what I will do too when I get my house. I'm going to have my own rose garden. And we're going to use cow manure if they even still, if you, I mean, the bag was heavy as crap. Let me tell you, we had a simple life, but we were not sheltered from getting in the yard and doing some muscle work, raking up leaves and putting them in the bags and stomping on cans in the summertime. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, y'all. Those were the best times. We all had bikes, and my dad, he had his bike too, and we would just go riding around the neighborhood on the bikes. And we would go to the store. We'd all pick out like our juice or our stack. And this summertime, just, oh my goodness. I had a really good childhood. Really, really good childhood. Like, it touches my heart right now. I almost feel some tears trying to come up. First day in camp disease. And here we are, we're gushing and about to cry and shit. And we had a secret duck pond that we would go to. Halloween meant everything when we were younger. We get a new costume every year. And we would sing "Oh Great Pumpkin." And we would stay out too late. And we would be sick the next day. And then when we got older, he's like, "Why don't you make your own costumes?" No. Make a costume? Ew. And he told us a story about how his sisters would make their costumes. And I'm just like, really? Really? We moved here and saw a different side of life. We were sheltered before we moved to Texas. We moved to Texas, boy, that skin had to get tough. Because we got exposed to some things we had never been around before. So, it was culture shock, y'all. And always hearing, "You sound like a white girl." I still hear it. Some really good memories, y'all. Some really, really good memories. Some you just had to be there. I'm trying to. Other similarities. He is a bookworm. Do you hear me? And when I was little, growing up to like maybe just in my early years of being a mom, being a young married mom, and the library was my sanctuary. In the earlier years, I was at the library. I was reading books. Bo Bear, if you don't leave me alone, man. John Grisham was his favorite. I think Stephen King too, but definitely John Grisham. We had a full encyclopedia. Well, the full encyclopedia. Yeah. I don't know how I don't know if there's a present term or how encyclopedia, like how multiple fish is fish, multiple deer is deer, not deers. Anyways, that part of my life is really starting to. But music, music, music. My music appreciation comes from him. Michael Jackson was a big part of that. We had the movie Moonwalker. If you know, you freaking know. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think what else. Quiet as it's kept. He's a really good cook. I remember him cooking when we were little. It was always such a treat to see that because my dad never cooked. When he was in the kitchen, I'm just like, this is an alternate universe right now. My dad's cooking. Right now, his focus is ribs and rib sauce. His ribs weren't so good this time. Or maybe I just didn't put the sauce on. I don't know if he put the, I think he would put the sauce on it, so maybe, but not, I don't know, y'all. So anyways, yeah, I just thought I would, it was supposed to be very brief, and this turned into a 15-minute video. Um, but yeah, all that just to say, if I'm like my dad, then fine. Because I see things in him that I'm just like, wow. I see those same things in myself. You can't save everybody, but for those who can, you try. He said he's known on the neighborhood as preach. I've never witnessed it firsthand, with talking to these people in the streets, walking around the neighborhood. But I like to say that with the job that I do, on my career level, that people feel like I add to their life, when I do what I do. Because I genuinely, even though some days I may moan and groan, I genuinely care about what I do and advocating for those who just don't have it in them to advocate for themselves. And so, but let me get off here because I'm going down a crabitular hole. That's not even a word, a crabitular. Crab is the shape of a crab, and don't worry about it. It's happy cancer season.